Here comes the women. Here comes the I want freedom. Freedom. Like makes the world go down. Thank you. Here comes the women. Here comes the I want some. Freedom. Freedom. What makes the world go down? Thank you. Mishnah.
Oh, here we go again, folks.
Here comes the women. Here we are again.
Here we are again.
Here comes the women.
Oh, yes, here they come.
Okay.
Where? Who comes?
I don't see Gail, and that's one of her favorite songs. So don't know what's
So
going
that's
on there.
that. Not all the women are coming.
That's right. Lori's here though.
Yeah.
Sue is here.
Okay.
Who else is? Kitty's here. Those are the women's.
Those are some of the
I don't
women,
see
certainly.
Brenda. Maybe Brenda and Gail went to a concert. Maddie is here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Lori, did you get that CD today? Did you get that CD, Lori Richardson?
You're gonna wait?
We're waiting.
She just heard you say that, maybe like now.
Okay, so then, if she really heard
She heard.
now, hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Did you have fun? Did you get? I mean, the parade is turning into.
Not yet. You
What?
haven't checked the mail. Well, that's
Oh,
where
well.
it would be.
That's where it would be. Parade. Is that a cat? Is that a cat up there?
Yes.
Oh, it is.
Oh, there's a feral cat in
Very
our front
nice.
yard.
Yes, just
Aw.
right there.
Oh, let's see if it has
Oh,
kittens.
yeah,
Let's
no,
see.
that is a kitten, I think.
No, that's not a kitten.
Well, there he goes. Whoever, she, it.
One time we saw a whole little kitten parade going with the mother.
It's.
Husband
Let me
and
tell you, it's weird
Abby
when you see stuff walking by on the. It's weird.
on the video monitors. Well, it's not so weird when it's cats. If it's people, it's like,
Oh yeah. Well, then the laser cannons are armed, and so.
We had a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we really did. We ate all kinds of stuff and didn't have to clean it up.
Or cook it.
Or cook it, or
I got
wait
to-
for it
I
to
laid
be.
in bed and watched the parade.
And we're not big drinkers. We drink a little bit, but we had, and Lori, half of the reason to have one drink down here is so that everybody doesn't think you're in a program. Because I can, it just doesn't really do it for me. And
Yeah, I haven't
But-
had a drink since before COVID. A drink of alcohol.
You must be thirsty.
That's why I said a drink of alcohol.
But they had this Merlot, which is
Which when I do drink, that's what I do, drink
Okay.
as a Merlot.
and so not to make them have to open another bottle. I had a short glass of it too, and it was like
the best Merlot we've ever had.
probably the best. And wait till you hear the punchline.
Yeah.
So
At dinner.
at
The
dinner,
bottles on
he's
the
the bottles on the table with the deer thing stuck in it, the stopper. And he says, take a look. And I noticed that the bottle is signed, right? Someone signed the bottle.
Right. Now, a couple of the people at the dinner table work at Costco. And there was some kind of auction because I guess they were going to start selling this wine at Costco.
So they had some signed
So
bottles.
they had some signed bottles, and our Costco friends bought one of them.
And it's called GIFFT, gift.
Oh, I didn't know that there was a T.
Yeah.
Oh, gift.
Not GIF. That's what you thought it was,
Yeah.
GIF. No, gift
Gift.
with a T.
Right?
And it stands for,
And they said, look at the signature.
yeah, Kathy Lee Gifford.
Gifford. She has her own wine.
And it's good.
It's really good.
No wonder she's drinking in the morning.
But
That's good.
yeah,
So if you see that, and
if you like Merlot,
if you like Merlot and Kathy Lee,
well,
I don't know what the price
I
point
have
is.
like Kathy Lee. I'll check. But that was like amongst.
They probably don't have
any
it.
of that.
Probably don't have it at Total Wines.
I like it when it's smooth and fruity.
It was really nice. I mean, guys, my mother cured me of any alcoholism when I was about 4 or 5. When do you get your first toothache? Whenever that was, that's when it happened
Depends
for me.
on how rotten your baby teeth are.
Well,
It's GIF. I'm not seeing
FFT.
it.
GIFFT.
Okay, I am not seeing it.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Just,
Here it is.
The minute I started looking for it,
by Kathy Lee Gifford. I see a red blend out of stocks, $14.97.
so I wonder how much it is signed.
It was a Merlot, they said, though, right?
Yeah.
Because this says red blend.
This is $11.99, but that's a Chardonnay.
Oh, so it's affordable.
Well, you can get the whole set for
I'm telling you, we have spent
$129.
a lot more money on wine than that.
I tell you what, if I had to bring wine somewhere, that would be this is it, right? Yeah.
Did you find the Merlot? No, that's the red blend.
Well, whatever. It looks like that, right?
Yeah.
It looks like that. And red blend. Well, we don't want this. Let's see. Red wine. I don't know.
But
Now we're into okay. I'm out of here. This is I'm
when
done
you
with
go to a restaurant, you get a glass of Merlot, and it's really good.
Yeah, let's see
And
what
then you
Mousy
try to-
thinks.
But who?
Mousy thinks. We'll see what she thinks.
You think Mousy?
I don't know. But it'll be worth. Hey,
Hey, Mousy,
Hi.
hey, let me turn you up.
are you tired from cooking all that Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
No, I'm not tired from that. I actually have, you can hear my voice, a little weirdness going on of some sort of sinus infection nonsense. So, but I COVID tested like a maniac for like days ahead of time, just to make sure that I wasn't going to really screw up everybody's holiday.
You sound like you're channeling Demi Moore.
That's how I sounded.
Oh, really? Without
Yeah.
the cocaine, no.
We got our booster shot and our flu shot on the same day. And I was sick for a week afterwards.
Ah,
And
sick.
I lost my voice like that. And I had to buy cough medicine.
No, I
It must have
know.
been a red blend, Steve.
Tragic.
You know this is right,
Yeah. The world's smallest violin.
and it's playing just for you.
Yep.
So, what was the hit of the table?
Well, I don't know if Lori has this experience, but I have this experience when I go shopping with my husband. It's
Oh.
kind of like shopping with like a 6-year-old. So that he keeps coming up to me in the store and go, "What about? Do you want this?" And I'm like, "Put it back." Now your parents would say to you, "No, put it back." That's what I do the whole time I'm in this. He came up to me a couple of days before, and I get a fresh turkey every year, and I marinate it with fruits and brandy for 24 hours. I put it in a big tub, like I have it. It's a recipe I learned. My girlfriend was a producer on the Emerald Show, so it's a recipe I learned from there, and it works really well. It's like a brine with sugar and brandy and all these fruits. So I'm in the store trying to get fruits, and he's coming up to me. He's like, "How about kiwi?" I'm like, "No, that's not the fruit. Okay, not the kiwi." Then he comes up to me. I swear to God, he's got like a butternut squash that's this big, and he's like, "What about this?" I go, "You don't even fucking know what that is." I go, "Go put it back," like that. And he's like, "No." I go, "No." There's another couple. They burst out laughing. They're like, I go, "It's like shopping with a child." So we were in Costco because we had so many people. We needed to buy folding chairs, and there's these gigantic, like pies the size of pizzas in Costco. They're like,
we've seen.
Okay, so but I usually, it's just a few of us, so I had already made like a small cherry pie, and I knew somebody was making a chocolate cake and stuff. But he was so blown away by the size of the pie that he kept saying to me, "Let's look at these fucking pies. Look at the size of these pies." And I'm like, "Okay, Michael, we're not getting a pie. Okay, I'm no pie." And he goes, "Well, how about the pecan pie?" I'm like, "No to the pecan pie." He goes, "So what about the pumpkin pie?" I'm like, "No, nobody even eats pumpkin pie." So then he says to me, "Well, look at this apple pie." He goes, "Holy shit, look at this apple pie." I said, "No." And he goes, "Okay, so apple it is." So he takes it and puts it in the cart. And there's a woman standing there looking at me just like, "You just caved, didn't you?" And I was like, "I'm too tired now." So believe it or not, I ate the apple pie last night. I had it might be one of the best apple pies I've ever eaten in my life.
See? Yeah, Costco. It gets serious in some Costco. How you doing, babe?
Sure.
Good,
Happy
man.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, yes.
Hi, Angus.
Fancy of you.
Happy
So
Thanksgiving.
Angus has you have your interest music, huh?
Oh yeah, he does. Well, yeah, and I've been working on it for everyone. So.
Oh really?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's just we have to refine the show. We get more. Oh,
well, I got to answer Mousy. Mousy, I will answer you. I do not have that problem with Steve because Steve does not come into the grocery.
Oh.
Yeah, he stays in the car.
But when I do, or when I did, I don't get sent on missions like that.
If he's in Costco, he looks for the samples, and I'm the one that gets stuff.
Or the gadget. I'm in the electronics aisle. If I'm in Costco, if I'm in a big box store, I'm with the computers and that stuff. If I'm in the grocery store, I'm just probably looking for the bathroom or the exit.
In Costco, what I always come out with are the cookies.
They smell.
Yeah.
I feel like they bake them to suck you in. Like they're always baking, and you smell it the minute you walk in the door. Even though the bakery department is all the way the other side of the store, it kind of.
But I asked somebody in the bakery. I said, "Do you guys just make a container with just the white chocolate macadamia nut?"
Oh,
yeah, those are good.
Yeah,
see, I've got bad news. That's not real baking. They're just pumping smells through the air conditioner.
All the chocolates they have for Christmas and the cookies and
the French freaking eggs every year, and then
the French chocolate eggs.
Hi, Don Werspa.
You must be talking about Costco.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The devil's playground.
Let me tell you about the Devil's Playground. Like twice a year, they get these special golf balls, the Kirkland's golf balls, but they're really Titleist golf balls. We know guys that work there, and they're like this. And I get them twice a year there. I probably buy a couple of boxes at a time. And I still have a box in my garage. That's how long it's been since I went out, because I'm COVID. I just have not gone.
Yeah.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Hi, everyone.
Who's on stage tonight?
This is Steve Forbert.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
Everybody knows who that
is that the Tabernacle? Yeah, except you. That's
Except me. He knows me. Who is that?
look it up there. Google
No, Steve Forber?
Forbert.
Forbert.
Oh,
Yeah.
now I know him. I
You
thought
don't
you
know
said
who it is, or you would have told me.
Is that two drummers? He's got two drummers.
For Steve Forbert? No, it's just no,
Okay.
he's the opening act. So
Oh, okay.
this drum set over here is for the headliner.
Oh, okay.
oh, they do it that
Nice.
way, huh?
yeah.
Well, we have a small stage and we don't have a lot of time to turn it over. And
Right.
it depends on the act,
Yeah.
how much stuff they have and all that. So
And
That
how much
is an
they're willing
amazing
to
thing
let
to
the other
watch.
act use,
what was that?
and how much they will let the other act use.
Right.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't like that. I don't like sharing gear.
Neither
Well,
do
they
I.
didn't share any gear. We just laid them over the headliner. I got to try to remember who
they're
the
in
headliner
front of them.
was.
They're downstage then from.
They're downstage,
headliner.
and then the drums are
I see.
stage right.
I have to tell you how impressive it is at, well, formerly the Letterman show. I haven't been to the Colbert show, although I keep promising Tom I'll go in. But when I was at Letterman and U2 was there, and they kind of did like 5 nights in a row at Letterman at one point, right before Letterman was shutting down, I think. Maybe not. I don't even remember. But we were there. And so until you stand on that stage at the Ed Sullivan Theater, you don't realize how tiny that stage is. The first time I walked out there, and the first time I walked onto that stage was probably back in like the mid 70s. And, and it's like, I'm thinking, this is where the Beatles performed. And this is where it looked to me like there was 10,000 people in the audience. And
Yeah.
it's like the size of a freaking high school auditorium with a balcony, basically.
Well,
But you know what, though? All of those places, the stages are smaller than you think, and the rooms are smaller than you think.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But this was like
well, here's the
minuscule.
thing. Here's the thing. A little experience. My dad used to be with CBS, and he knew the sound guy, Art Shine, who they're B.A. Taylor and Art Shine. They went back and forth, and the sound room was down in the basement. I got to go down there, and the first thing you notice is it's not real big. And when it was the Sullivan show, if you were stage right is the people who were on stage, that to their right is stage right. So this would have been stage left was the orchestra. So the
Oh my
stage,
God, yeah, right.
so
A live
it was a
orchestra.
closed off
Yeah, I
area
didn't even think about that.
off to the left, and it was Les Brown and his band, or now whoever it was, the June Taylor dancers and all that nonsense. So that stage was even smaller than what you saw, because when Letterman went in, they opened up all the
Yeah.
available stage, and Colbert, same deal. Now, my closest friend is the music mixer for that show, Harvey Goldberg.
Wow.
And it's still in the basement. And the thing about the Sullivan show was, and Art Shine used a lot of reverb. I think they probably had live chambers, or maybe they had plates. And so the theater sounded huge. But
Yeah.
when you went into the theater and you didn't have the artificial reverb, you realized what a compact situation it was.
place
Yeah,
you're in.
it's much smaller, and it often drives Harvey crazy when it's a big act, because he's had Broadway shows. And
Yeah.
when
That's
he had
what
Peter-
Tom O'Herman does the live mix, from
Tomo has been long-standing. So,
yeah,
you know
Tomo's
Tomo,
one of
yeah.
my best buddies. And
Wow, man.
I was just amazed to see what, so on the one side is their orchestra, which took up a lot of room, with Willie and Paul Schaefer and a huge bank of keyboards and all that, and Anton. And then on the other side of the stage is the actual set with the desk and whatever. And then when the the guest band comes on, it's kind of in the center. But you know, in the meantime, people are walking back and forth across there to get onto the stage.
Yeah.
So it was on the commercial break that it came out, and I was just fascinated. It was like watching like a speed lapse of somebody building Legos. It was like, here comes this, here comes the back line, here comes, you know, and like in literally like 90 seconds up and ready to go. And
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, you too. And
Yeah.
here they are, and everybody's going crazy. And it's like amazing to me how
it was
quickly
like-
But
they did that.
other than
And then pulled it
Saturday,
back away, you know, because they did
Yeah.
it for sound check. And then, you know, put it back out away, and then brought it out, and everything went flawlessly. And I'm thinking, damn,
It's
it's
really-
just got to be like so satisfying when you pull that shit off. It's like being on a pit crew at Indy.
It's like being on a pit crew at Indianapolis,
Yeah.
and to watch Harvey's sound check, because even though they do this, you know, they do a sound check, then they break it down because
Right.
you can't leave it out there. Then, and when it was Letterman did live to tape. You probably
Yeah.
remember this.
Yeah.
They would take a 3-minute break. The band Paul would play, but Dave was like, we start at whatever it was, 5:15.
Yeah.
At 6:15, we're done.
We're out. Yeah.
Wow.
Live to tape. Colbert does a bit more editing post, but to watch the line check just before air is amazing because
Yeah.
Harvey's in there and time is money and it has to go on like clockwork. And so it's like, let me hear the bass, got the bass. Let me hear the drums,
yeah,
got the drums. Let me hear the left guitar, got it. Audio's ready, or he said music is ready. And it's really exciting. The adrenaline is intense.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and when they'll tape like 2 shows in a row.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they're not there on Fridays, even though there's a show on Friday.
Yeah.
So they'll do like 2 shows on Monday, or 1 show
Exactly.
on Monday, I think, and then 2 on Wednesday and 2 on Tuesday and 1 on Thursday or something. And then they want to get the hell out. So they don't, but it's, yeah, when they cram them in. And then the one night that I was there, with Letterman, then afterwards, like, I think it was John Mayer came on, like they had like a concert in the thing that they were streaming live, and it was John Mayer, and then the same thing with Dave Matthews.
Yep.
Dave Matthews, you know, he was on the show, and then afterwards it was like it turned into a whole concert. David Letterman's like, I'm out. See you guys, you know, and then a whole other crew of people came in to do an audience thing.
Hey, Verge.
Rich Verge.
Go!
Verge.
hey,
Boy, you
Lord.
scared me.
Verge, how are you?
Hello, everybody from the Caribbean. Boy, it's good to see you guys. Steve, man, happy birthday, blah, blah, all the things, you know, the past 6 months that I missed. Hello, Mousy. How are you? You're
Hi.
looking beautiful. Happy
Oh,
Thanksgiving to everybody. Hello, Booker. How are you, man?
Hey, how are you? I
Good.
know
Did you have
why,
your gig?
because the time went back, so now
Yeah, it's much easier. Yeah, it's impossible the other
okay.
way. So
Are we going to keep it that way now? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, it hasn't been. It, you know, the bill is there, but it hasn't moved forward.
But which way would it stay? It would stay the way it is
It'll
now
stay
or
like
the
it is
way
right
it was?
It'll
Now,
stay like it is now.
I'm not
The
sure.
other
That
way
means,
was
it's,
daylight
that means
savings
it's
time.
dark
This
here
is
by
local
like
time.
8:30.
They want it, if they keep it, they want to keep daylight savings, but I think it's better to keep, oh no, you're saying you'd keep daylight savings? I think it's
I'm
better to
not
keep
saying anything.
standard time.
Standard time.
That's what I
We're in
think.
standard time now.
Right, but I think the proposals say keeping daylight savings the whole time.
Eee.
Oh,
That
no.
that to me is crazy. I'd rather
So
just
then
keep-
it would be what? Would be
An hour
8:30
ahead.
now?
Yep.
it'd be
It would
8
be an
now.
hour
Okay, good
later.
night.
Well, as a mother, every mother who ever had to put a child to bed when it's still light out at, like, you know, and he's like, Mom, it's daytime. And I'm like,
Right.
oh no, it's 8 o'clock. And he's like, no, it's day. People are outside. That's like the worst.
Try that in Sweden.
Yeah, right?
I mean, the sun already sets late enough in the summer anyway.
Right.
Why push it back, right?
Yeah, to be like 9 o'clock almost when
Yep.
the sun is setting it. When you get
My
it.
Yeah.
mom never made me go to bed when it was light
Hey,
out.
Steve. You
Yeah.
talk about Sweden. Sweden at like in the summertime at midnight. It's still
Boy.
Yeah.
I know. I believe me. I was there in the
Wow.
summertime at midnight. It's bizarre.
And
That
then
would
in the
kill me.
winter, it gets light about noon for a couple of hours, and then
Yeah.
Probably tomorrow, Sunday.
it's crazy.
And you wonder why all that metal comes out of there.
I would think all the music people would be night people. What's Verge showing us?
He's taking us into the club.
Oh,
So,
we got
Verge,
Verge.
Verge, this is
Yeah. Hey,
He's a
I'm
traitor.
trying to hear. I'm putting the phone in my ear because it's louder over here. Yeah, I got to go back to work. I just want to say it's great to see you guys, and yeah, we'll see you again.
Hey man, yes you will. Thank you. Yes, man. Good to see you.
Bye, Verge. Take care.
Happy holiday, Verge. We'll see you.
Take
That's
care.
a lot better.
See
Yeah,
you
I'm
again.
sorry, man. It's just I got a job to do.
You got it.
That's
Hey,
showbiz. That's
Okay,
showbiz.
catch you guys later. Love
All
seeing
right.
you, man.
Have fun, man.
Yeah.
All right.
He made it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's because he was what, an hour behind us.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, he was having trouble one Friday too, getting on for some reason.
Well, probably because of the band. Where's he in Aruba?
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe the bandwidth at a certain time, when you have everybody on the net at the same time. I don't know what their internet situation is down in Aruba.
I know he was trying to get on. If you hit the link and you already have your Zoom app open, it's not going to let you in. It doesn't work because I think when you hit that link,
Yeah, it wants to start the meeting.
Oh, you have to
Yeah,
go straight from the link.
yeah.
You
No,
can't open Zoom and then put the link in. Yeah.
because sometimes when there's a guest on, they'll call me up at like quarter after, going, "I can't get on. This link doesn't work."
Better than I can't get off, I guess, right? Joe, we didn't get the Thanksgiving report from you, man. Muted.
Unmute yourself.
What did I
please.
do? Is what you're asking?
Yes.
Yeah. How was your
I
Thanksgiving?
had family over, like 12 people, and made the turkey and all the other stuff. It was took a long time, days of
It was a
prep.
2-day affair for me.
Yeah, and last night it went a little later than I thought it would, but it's all good. My son flew out from Phoenix, so he was here, and
Aw, that's
it's
the best.
all good. How was yours, Steve? I probably missed it, but
No,
you
we
and
didn't-
Lori
how was
finally
it
went
going
out
out
to
into the
interact
real
with
world?
other
Man.
human beings.
We went to friends.
We went to
house.
friend's house that we have, and it's so weird because it's the same two couples, and we go over there, and it's like I realize I haven't seen you in 3 years. It's
Wow.
been years since we were, and it didn't feel any different. The place looked the same. It was, it wasn't as weird as, because people said, "Oh, is it weird?" It wasn't weird. It seemed like normal because I don't do a lot of that socializing anyway. We usually
No, but we
Don't.
do holidays with
But,
them. We do
yeah,
Easter and Thanksgiving.
or we'll go out to
and-
dinner or something. Yeah, they're good friends for a while, but
Mhm.
I wasn't. It's not like I was in a public place,
And there's one couple from New York.
at a what do you call, buffet or something like that.
Right.
It was
No.
it was nice. It was good.
It was real
Did
good.
you behave properly?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We behaved properly.
Somebody was saying how, during COVID, we all forgot, to just, comb our hair.
Oh no. Yeah.
Oh,
We still run. Yeah.
Flip flops and shorts.
Yeah,
and
it's-
t-shirt.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You forget how to comb your hair down here. That's what it
Yeah.
really happens.
Mhm.
And Don, what was the turkey festival like at your home?
We had two,
Ooh.
because my daughter attends University of Toronto, my younger daughter, and she came back for reading week in October, but then she had to go back, so she wasn't going to be here. So we celebrated at my mom's house. My mom, who is, I kid you not, 100 years old and 6
Wow.
months.
Bless her.
Wow.
Wow.
Thank you. I can take no credit. So we did that, which was great. So it was my sister and my two daughters, my wife and mom. And that was great. And then yesterday we went to, my wife has 4 brothers. and she's the middle child.
Oh, that's fun.
Can you say survivor? So
Yeah, that's like,
That's
man,
me.
you don't stand a chance.
no, she's tough stuff. So we went to Brooklyn, where my one of my many brothers-in-law, and we had a lovely Thanksgiving dinner at brother-in-law Ted and Emma, who's English, and their son Max, and there you go. So we had two.
Which was better?
The one at my mom's house.
Mom's is always the best.
Rebroadcast. The turkey was, and I kid you not, we're not foodies, but we're a little organic-y, crunchy granola snobs. I thought we did a butterball frozen turkey at ours. Best turkey I've ever had.
Oh, yeah, that's the only
Mhm.
kind I
God
get.
Yeah.
knows what was in it, it's like Dunkin' Donuts coffee. It's delicious. I wonder what's in it.
Man, don't ask.
Yeah.
Don't ask, don't tell. And I have to tell you, at one point, I remember my son saying to me when I was eating a slice of Kraft cheese or something, I wrapped a piece of, and he goes to me, he goes, Mom, you're going to eat that? And I said, yeah, it's just a piece of cheese and I'm starving and I'm on the run. And he said to me, that's not even real cheese. That's processed cheese, food. Do you know the chemicals of that? And stuff. I go, if you knew the fucking chemicals that I put in my body in this lifetime, I go, this is like a drop in the ocean. I go, if I survived all that other stuff, a crappy piece of like fake cheese, I'm good with that.
That's right, it preserves you.
That's it. Preservatives.
Oh God, that's what my sister always said, because my sister is not a food fascist. But Robert Klein had a great line. It was either at the McDonald's milkshake or Kraft cheese, and he said, "Yeah, that's something that was invented in a lab when somebody was thinking about a cow."
Well, the thing I like about Kraft cheese is it sounds like homemade cheese.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm having some Kraft cheese.
handcrafted.
Well, that's the difference between a C and a K, my friend.
I
Yeah.
know. But it sounded like that. Said I'm eating a piece of Kraft cheese. I'm thinking, oh, okay, well, Gouda, what?
Oh,
Booker,
Kraft,
what did you do for Thanksgiving?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, the night before I worked. I played with Corey at the bitter end, right?
biggest
saw
night of the
that.
year, right?
oh, good.
So a few days ago, I ordered a fried turkey.
Oh,
Oh.
sounds good.
Fried turkey. So I picked that Wednesday morning, and that was done. And we've had it before, so I know it was good.
It's good, right?
So the only thing we had here that was prepared with the sides.
And did you have to reheat the fried turkey? And
Yeah,
how
how
do you
does
do
that
that?
work?
Right, because it's like 85% cooked.
So how do you do it?
Oh,
And
okay,
it's
okay.
it's never frozen. So when you get it, you have to use it within a day or two. And if you don't, then you have to freeze it.
But you have to finish cooking it in the oven?
It takes about an hour.
In the oven?
Yeah, it takes about an hour in the oven.
Just to heat it through and finish cooking
Just to
it.
heat it through.
But to me, the turkey is the easiest thing. You throw a freaking turkey in the oven and let it go. It's all that other stuff that kills you. It's the stuffing. It's
What's so
mashed
funny
potatoes,
is that
it's
for a
sweet
long
potatoes,
time
it's the fresh green
I
beans.
said, my mother's turkey always tasted different than other people's turkey, and I wanted to know why. So one year I asked her for her recipe, right? And she uses bacon fat, basically, on her turkey. And it kept it moist, and the meat was always really good. I was like, oh, how come your turkey is always so moist and good? And I found out.
And how come my
still have that
cholesterol is
recipe,
so
and I
high,
have it.
Mom?
On Wednesday, when I was picking up my grandson from school, they were out in front of his school giving out turkeys. So I have a 16-pound turkey in my freezer that I'm going to make in probably a week or two.
All
You're
right.
gonna do it like Mom?
Yeah, I'm going to do it like Mom. Because
Cool.
it's a turkey I remember. That's really the turkey I remember. But the other thing that happened was, I came in late. My wife actually came with me to Corey's gig. And at 5 o'clock in the morning, they went to the parade. Because my wife had won in a raffle. She had won 4 tickets for the grandstand area, Columbus Circle.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
amazing to see,
wow.
though. It really is something. If you can, you should
Yeah.
at least once.
And,
It's
and
unbelievable.
when my oldest grandson was 4 years old, I took him with the same, like we had got 4 tickets for the same thing, except when I took him, it was 20 degrees outside.
Oh,
Yeah, that's not
So,
fun.
and I said, I have a picture that's on Facebook that shows up every year in a memory, and it says underneath it, I'm holding the only person on earth that could get me out in this weather.
So,
I heard
Mousy,
that.
how
Yeah.
many places did you have to go to get all the stuff to make for Thanksgiving?
Well,
Ooh.
I have to tell you, I kind of like do it in increments, like weeks ahead of time. So when I was at the store, I was like, oh, here's the stuff. Because cranberries, you buy fresh cranberries, you keep them forever, like they'll stay forever. So like a week ago, I got cranberries at the place I like to get the cranberries from. And I'm gonna say maybe 3 places, because I have to tell you, again, the Devil's Playground, Costco, you kind of could, honestly, I was walking there and I was thinking, this should be one of those places where you could just live, and like if nobody knew you were here, they have like
Go to camping, yeah, where they have the tents and stuff.
Yeah, and there's beds and there's like exercise bicycles and there's TVs everywhere and all the food, and so. But when I was there, I said to my husband,
And a
again,
drugstore.
I said to him, I said, let's look at some flatware, because I honestly have no idea what my children have done over the years with all of my forks. But I go in and I'm like, who takes forks and just like doesn't bring them back? So at one point, one of the clubs I worked at, they had forks that almost matched my flatware. And I said to them, oh, this is, and she's like, oh, take a bunch of them. So I took a bunch of them and still didn't. And I said, okay, so I'm having like 14 people and I have 14 forks. So that literally means if like one gets used for something else. So, and of course, my husband, rather than have to like buy another set of flatware, he's like, well, I'll use one of the little forks, like the salad forks. I'm like, no, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
Now we have
I would use a little fork even if Martha Stewart was there. I would not give a shit. Let me use the little fork.
I like to have the table set. And I have to tell you, my youngest son, who is literally the laziest person who ever lived in history, one day I see him and he's eating with, the size of a shrimp fork? Like it's this big.
Yeah.
And Justin is 6'4" and weighs like 195 pounds. And he's here and he's eating something with this little, and I said to him, what are you eating with? And he goes, a fork. I said, Just, that's like a baby fork. I go, that's smaller than a baby fork. And he said to me, well, there were no other forks. I said, so it didn't occur to you, you'd rather eat an entire meal, like in 100 things with this little tiny fork than wash a fucking fork. Like
That's
take
how
a
he
fork. I
stays
go,
so
even if you just
thin.
rinsed it under hot water. I go, you'd rather, he's like, yeah, I'd rather do that. That's how lazy my children are.
But that's how he stays so thin.
See, now we have
little bites.
we have about
You get sick
400
of doing it.
teaspoons. I don't know where we got them all from.
You got them from Mousy.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's
Could
where
have
they went.
been.
God damn it.
But every once in a while, when I'm going through the teaspoons, I'll get one that wants to rip the side of my mouth open because it's been down the garbage disposal and retrieved.
Accidentally.
Oh, really?
Why is this back in the drawer? Look, do you see all of
In
these?
case we run out of other ones.
Oh, man.
Good thing your spoons aren't missing though, Mousy.
Yeah.
Then you might have a problem with your children,
Yeah, no, we have tons and tons of spoons.
That's
But I have to
good.
tell you, the other thing that drives me crazy is after working in a million clubs over time, all the stupid beer glasses that we have, and my kids think it's like, like actually when I went somewhere, my son's like, "Oh, and you're gonna steal something for us, right?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna steal something." He's like, "Come on, mom, steal something." It's like I don't know if they want to see me like go to jail or what, but he'd be like, "Mom, come on, steal something." I remember coming home from a restaurant once, and they had little tiny things of Heinz ketchup like in the glass, but like
Yeah.
small ones. And my son's like, "Here, mom." I was like, "What the fuck, Justin?" And he's like, he goes, "I just thought this was so cool." I go, "We don't steal." And he goes, "Well, you don't steal." He goes, "The rest of us have a whole thing going on." But yeah, we
Oh,
have like
man.
100 different beer. Here's a Yingling glass. Here's a, Sweet Baby Jesus glass, like all these different names of these, microbreweries and stuff. And the other thing is, please, this is one of 10,000 coffee mugs that people have given me. The coffee mugs, again, don't give people mugs for gifts. I mean, unless it's like from your grandchild that says world best grandpa or something like that. But honestly, you think you're doing somebody a favor by bringing them a fun mug, but it's just more shit to throw in my cabinets. And then if somebody comes over to your house and you want to say, "Hey, would you guys like coffee?" They're like, "Sure." And then it's like, "All right, you get the Elvis mug. You get the, Elmo mug. You get the, world's greatest grandma mug." It's like, I don't even have a matching set, but I have 10,000 for some reason.
How about napkins?
I use cloth napkins.
Cloth napkins?
Yeah.
Okay. Don?
Yeah, for holidays, for regular days, I just use, Why are you the paper towel people? Because my kids are
We're the
the paper
paper.
towel
Yep.
people.
We're actually the table. We're the table rag people.
Yeah.
I tell you what.
Put a dish towel on each side of where we're eating when we're low on paper towels, and we say, here's a table rag for you.
Well,
It's
for
smart.
a while in my house, my grands and my son were using paper plates and plastic stuff because my dishes and my silverware, that the grands would take them and throw them in the garbage. Complete.
That's where it all goes.
And I was like going, "Where's my silverware and my plates going?"
Then you're carrying 50 pounds of garbage outside. Wait a minute.
I was just so heavy, yeah. But it's like it was disappearing. So I said, "You know what? Don't use my plates or my silverware."
Huh.
So
Eat with your hands.
they didn't for a while.
Yeah. See now, Angus had what was it? The 8-pound turkey breast. Muted.
Angus. Hello.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Casually sits back as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just for 4 of us. It was perfect. It was just perfect. Came out really good. And it was the first time in 3 years that we didn't have processed turkey that my father-in-law brought back from GFS.
Oh.
What is GFS?
Oh, you mean a turkey roll?
Yeah, the turkey roll. Yeah.
Oh.
Whatever it was. And even the last time that he had Thanksgiving with us, I tried to go get our turkey before he got his, and he still beat me to it.
Why couldn't you just let him have his and you could have yours?
Right.
I wasn't making
And
two.
that causes the family argument. You can't even watch the football game then.
Yeah.
Right.
And just
All right, so
reminds
suck
me of
it up
that
and eat
scene from from one of the National Lampoon Vacations where they go to Randy Quaid plays the brother. The
Oh
real
yeah,
Randy.
that turkey. I remember.
And no, and he says, he goes, he's eating this stuff, and he says, they call it hamburger helper, but I'll tell you, it tastes good just on its own.
Right.
Oh man.
oh man.
It was just 4 of us, just me and Franny and Stella and her friend Helena. That was it. Nice.
And what were the sides?
Yeah.
Well, we had mashed potatoes, stuffing, cream peas.
Yeah, that's new for me. Cream peas.
Cream peas. That's Stella's favorite.
Sounds like somebody from Game of Thrones.
So what is it? It's cooked in cream?
Yeah, I guess it's peas in cream. Peas?
But is there cheese or something in it? Like cream
No,
spinach?
no, you
No,
know-
just cream.
Kraft cheese.
That's where it came from. That's the whole thing.
I have to ask Franny, and then what? The grand rolls. You know,
Okay.
obviously
You
we
know,
get the
I don't
nice-
like vegetables by themselves, but peas and cream, no
That-
way in
yeah,
hell.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. It looks pretty good.
I don't understand. You
Yeah,
see
it
it?
looks good.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go-
Let me put it up for the
Look,
class.
right here.
Oh, no, I'll get it. Yeah.
Well,
I
Steve,
think we've insulted Angus. He's leaving.
Steve, you probably spend a lot
I
of
think he's
time
going to
making
bring
it,
us some.
I
Maybe
think
he's
I
got
might
some
make
leftovers.
that.
Yeah. You know, my mother used to tell me, you know, because I never used to eat my vegetables. And my mother used to tell me I wasn't going to grow up to be big and strong.
This
Right.
looks good to you? This looks
She
good to
said that
you?
to me.
Yeah.
I asked her now, I said, how did
Look
that
at
work?
this. That doesn't look good to you?
No,
No, it looks good to me.
that does not look good
I
to
like
me.
vegetables.
Yeah, well.
That's why I married
I
you.
know.
Oh,
I love
bum,
vegetables,
bum.
but
I don't understand that. It doesn't.
Oh,
Photos
I
of
Booker,
think I'm gonna try that.
Booker, you
You're
made me
not-
think of something when you said about your mom.
Mhm.
How many people here ever remember that your mother had? My mother would have a coffee can that bacon fat would go into, and
That's
she'd
right,
keep it in
yeah.
the freezer. Did that everybody right?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, like when I think about it now, it seems so bizarre. But my mother, you know, you'd go open the freezer and there'd be a fucking coffee can with all this like white stuff in it, and the bacon grease got saved. I don't know what the hell she ever did with it. I don't
What do you
remember.
You know, if you tasted something, you said, this is not supposed to taste this good, and it tasted really
That's
good.
what it was.
That-
That's it.
It came from the can, the coffee can.
Yeah, man.
No, no. Okay,
There's
wait.
nothing on earth that bacon fat won't make taste better.
That's right.
I
I
heard
believe that. I believe that.
I tell you, I watch too much of the food when I go to visit my mom because I don't have television, so I watch the Food Network like incessantly.
Me
And
too.
they
It's
just had
bad.
a thing on about bacon, and the one that stuck with me is the guy made a taco out of a bacon shell. So
Ooh.
Ooh,
Oh,
that sounds really
God.
good, actually.
he crisscrosses the bacon,
Wow.
and then he had a custom built, taco
Yeah, the whole,
form.
yeah, like a
Lays
mold.
it in, flash fries it, brings it out at the right moment so that it has the right pliability.
Right.
But it's literally a checkerboarded 5 strips of bacon.
Oh my God,
and
that
then
sounds
he
like
fills it
magic.
fills it with this stuff. It's just, I mean, it's like how many ways is that wrong? But it must have been amazing.
That
Oh,
must have
yeah.
tasted amazing.
Well, if you're going there, what about deep fried Twinkies? And we had, what was the thing that we had? The deep fried, whatever that shit was.
Deep fried Twinkies is like saying, please
Yeah.
give me a heart attack and that.
The heart attack.
Out on
And
the
diabetes at the same
Pine
time.
Island, the deep fried cheese.
Oh, deep fried cheesecake with a cherry sauce on top.
Cheesecake is enough by itself. Deep
I mean,
fried
This is unbelievable.
It's ridiculous.
What do they say? What the mind can conceive, man can achieve. We were in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and we were leaving, and so the hotel breakfasts were always terrible. And somebody said, "Well, there's a great bakery down the road. They have coffee and stuff." And I got to tell you, it was like a football field worth of bakery shop. And we're looking at all the things and the rolls and the cakes and the cookies and all this. We come across this thing. It was a chocolate eclair, a maple glaze on top, and a strip of bacon.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it before. And of course, we made fun of it and ridiculed
High
it.
five.
Oh, yeah. They have bacon donuts down here with the
Yeah, there's a place in Montclair that makes these
Yeah.
maple glazed bacon donuts that are
Yeah.
oof.
Oh my gosh.
And people would bring them to the hospital all the time. The
Yeah.
cardiology
While they
department.
were on their way.
My
I shall bring
cardiology
these with
patients
me.
would come in, they'd be like, look, I brought donuts. I was like, oh, I don't think you're supposed to be having those.
Right.
Oh, I didn't have any. They'd say, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sure.
See, now when we first started playing out in the Hamptons in the very early 70s, you had to play 6 sets, I think, on Saturday night, and you didn't get off, until almost 4 o'clock. But there was a bakery on the corner of 27 and the main street in Southampton. And if you drove down there at 5 o'clock in the morning, they were making all this shit. And I will never forget it in my life. They were making jelly donuts, and it had two things. It was this machine. It had two things like this and a thing to hold the jelly in the back. And the guy puts two donuts on it, steps on the pedal, puts them down. The other guy sugars them, puts them on, and he's stepping on this pedal, and the perfect amount of it was just, oh God. Then we used to get French bread. It was ridiculous. They would make this French bread. We would go.
It was still hot, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So you could buy it like as you left, when you left the gig, you were still, they were just opening up.
Yeah, they were just starting to bake the stuff.
They weren't open. They were just.
Yeah, they
baking.
weren't open. We went around the back door, and they would give it. They knew
For free.
we were kids and we're fucking starving to death. And we would go to 7-Eleven, which was open 24/7, and buy a pound of butter and go back.
Nice.
Oh man, it was a feast. But there's nothing like that. Fresh.
Oh my God, that hot bread. There was a bakery across from Park City in Rutherford. I used to they would close at 2 o'clock, and they would do their last batch. And that was all the stuff they'd go to deliver to all the delis and the restaurants and stuff like that. And we had a bouncer. I'd pay that bouncer like extra $10. I'm like, bro, go get us some rolls. And we would sit there at the end of the night while we were like striking the sets and whatever, wrapping everything up to load out the trucks. And everybody's sitting there just like bread and butter, hot bread and butter, nothing better.
Yep.
Nothing better.
Remember Albertsons?
Albertsons.
Yeah. We were taking care of my mother down in Louisiana, and there's a grocery store called Albertsons. And
I remember Albertsons.
Yeah, 2 or 3 in the afternoon, you go in there, and it would say hot bread, and the bread just came out. It was like French bread, and you go buy a thing of honey butter, and oh my God. Oh, it was just amazing.
And then try and get out of the car.
We all just ate ourselves into oblivion less than 24 hours
Right,
ago.
that's what I was
We're
thinking.
still, like,
Does
salivating.
anybody remember off of the expressway coming out of the city when the Silver Cup bread was actually still baking bread? And you passed by there, and it would just about have you turning off of the road.
Yeah. Yep, I've smelled that more than once.
I told you on Halloween, one of the guys from Silver Cup used to live on my street, and we used to trick or treat at his house, and he would give us these like scooter pies that he would bring all the time. Yeah, it was the best. That place, that was one of those places you could smell it like. There was an over in Hoboken. Yeah, forever. And over in Hoboken, right by the soap factory, there was a Savern coffee plant, and the entire city smelled like coffee. And I don't even drink coffee, but I want you to know, I could see how people could just go there and just like hang and smell it, because it smelled so delicious, like fresh ground coffee. There's something comforting about that.
Oh, so I have to tell everybody, if I forgot what service it's on. It might be HBO. It's a documentary on the automat.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Did you ever go?
Oh,
I
yeah.
went.
Yeah, we went.
Yeah, I did when I was a kid.
And it'll bring back amazing memories. The main, no surprise, the guy who does the most talking as an interviewee is Mel Brooks.
Oh, that's got to be great.
And they went and they got all this archival material, and there was a place up in, gosh, I guess near Woodstock, not Poughkeepsie, but up in that area where when they decommissioned the last of the last automats, somebody took like a boatload of the stuff. So it's an amazing story. Called The Automat. I highly recommend it.
I gotta check it out.
The memory of was you talked about coffee and Horn and Hardart.
Horn and Hardart,
yeah. Horn and Hardart
were very famous for their coffee. And the two guys, I won't give away the whole story, but they came back from Europe where they had these automatic restaurant types of things, and they wanted to have the same sort of thing. So if you remember, it was like marble and granite, and it's going to bring back.
I can't wait.
And the coffee dispenser was like, what's in Game of Thrones? Not a dinosaur. What do you call those things? Dragon. It's like a dragon's head, and it had a spout. And I guess there were two of them, because if you wanted black coffee, it would just be that. But if you want it with milk, there was a second spout underneath it, right at the end. Put a little, dollop of milk. You got to see this documentary.
I gotta check it
I'll
out.
definitely watch that.
Yeah, Steve took
And-
me to an
Yeah, I
autograph.
took her to the last one in the city.
Because I had seen them in movies. They didn't have them where I was from.
They didn't have
And I said,
Yeah.
what are those
New York and Philadelphia.
no,
Yeah,
but I'll tell you what they did have where she was from, and any of you New Orleans people will know a po' boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We looked for years to try to recreate that, because there's nothing on earth like that.
roast beef.
A roast
boy.
beef po' boy, and all of us, I don't remember where she found it, but she found it.
I found a
And
recipe.
it's like, holy shit. And
yeah,
So
it's
that's
it.
now, what meal is that? The Thanksgiving?
That's our New Year's Eve.
Oh,
meal.
New Year's Eve meal. That's
Yeah.
now the new New Year's Eve meal.
Our new tradition.
So if anybody wants to go there, I'm happy to share the recipe.
So do you go there to get it, or is it Gold Belly and they send it to you, or oh, there's one near you that you can
I
drive and go
make it.
pick it
No,
up?
she makes it from scratch.
No,
It's,
No,
like-
Lori has the
Oh.
recipe.
it's ridiculous, man.
It's,
I've had a
it's probably, is there a special technique that goes along there?
Oh, it's
No, it's
believe it or not, it's Lipton dried onion soup. It's
Uh-huh.
cans of cream of mushroom soup and some beef
beef
consommé.
bouillon. Oh, beef consommé.
consommé. So it's all cans of stuff, and then you just slow cook.
Put it in a slow cooker
a
and
rump roast,
yeah, it's
and it comes out amazing.
it's just like
you know,
it. It's
full.
falling apart and
Yeah.
it's messy and shrimp po' boy. I don't know. I could never. Once I had a roast beef po' boy, I could never go. I could never order anything
You
else.
just
That
have
was
to find the right bread, and
Yeah.
we found the right bread.
yeah. We found the right bread. It's so
Yeah.
come
Wow,
on.
and it's not easy to find the right bread in Florida.
No.
No, it's not. But we've there's a couple of artisan places around. Because now there's money down here now, so
Yeah.
we must cater to the money.
Oh,
Money
wow.
likes to eat. The money likes to eat.
Was
Right.
Paul the one with the statue, the kid going like this or something like that, holding something?
Bob's Big Boy.
Bob's
That's
big.
Bob's Big Boy.
Oh, okay. Or is it like this?
No, that's po'
No.
boy. That's right.
That's it?
What is that? What does it say?
It's
That's
delicious
po'
po' boy, sir.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It's a sandwich.
It's a sandwich. It's like a roast beef wedge, but it's or whatever you
They
call
don't call
it,
it
submarine
wedges, so-
sandwich or
Westchester's the only place they
hoagie
call
or-
Oh, those semantics. Let's not get into that.
Well,
No,
wait,
no,
I
no.
mean, Steve, we talked about this when we first chatted, that I was a nice Jewish boy, was introduced to a roast beef wedge with mayonnaise. I was like, you can't put mayonnaise on roast beef. Oh, wait till you taste this. And it was the place was it North White Plains or maybe just White
no
Plains?
white place to Mr. C's or Leo's?
Yeah.
Mr. C's Deli,
Leo's.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember
Yeah.
Alan introduced me to it. He goes, yeah, I think you're gonna like this. Like,
Oh yeah.
Steve would go to
Yeah.
Mr. C's and get roast beef with Munster cheese and butter. He wouldn't use mayonnaise.
Because I had a friend who hated mayonnaise and he hated it so bad I wouldn't even try it. Then I tried it. It was like, you asshole. This is a say. Well, all right. One more little tapping
I
subject.
think it's time for your.
It is. Oh yes. Well,
Yes.
well I'm going to put it up, but and Joe, I worked hard on this pasture, man. I was obsessing all day, and I just couldn't connect. I used the AI thing. I have the gadget that, and I put in Pasture Hendrix space, and it sucks. So it was not. It wasn't Pasture Hendrix space. But before we go into the pasture, who's seen Where the Crawdads Sing?
Ah.
I think I did.
Oh,
you,
no.
You would know.
Oh,
if
now
you
you
would know
know.
if you did. Holy shit.
Well, I forget
Yeah.
everything I've seen, so
Nah, this
Now
you're
you
not
remember
forgetting
that.
so easy. It's
Marsh Girl.
Marsh Girl. Sound
It's
familiar
one of
to
the
you at all?
few movies I've seen in a very long time that is very as good as the book.
Oh
Oh,
man, it was better than the book for me because I didn't read the book. But wow, I cannot tell you enough. Booker, don't look up the ending.
Don't look it up.
Don't. I'm telling you, this is one of
No,
your
don't,
five
don't.
movies of the year.
Yeah.
I cannot recommend it enough. It's so well done, and the girl that is Marsh Girl she's fantastic.
And she's English.
She's really
She's
English.
What's
but
it about?
Crawdad sing.
It's about survival.
In the
It's
marsh.
about nature.
Yeah.
It's about family,
It's
and
about trust.
it's rich.
Yeah.
It rocked my whole world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
It's about
great.
Really, really good.
simplicity in
Yeah.
life.
Yes,
These simple things.
it was.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, please
Okay.
see it, man.
Yeah,
It's
you gotta watch
just
it.
Netflix.
okay. So here's my offering for the night. Ooh.
Oh,
Ah,
nice.
isn't that clever?
I like that.
It's the best I could do. I was under pressure and I was feeling it.
That's pretty good.
So wait, I
Oh,
got.
Joe, you got your turkeys in the
Oh,
basket.
you see, I was inspired for a minute. I was going to look for a turkey carcass because nothing says pasture like turkey carcass. But I went with the,
Oh,
Oh, actually, that's a good, like, I could have just shot what's left of the turkey from last night.
Yeah.
I could have brought it outside in the grass and shot it. That would have been my,
Oh my
that would have worked. Maybe next year I'll remember to do that.
look at Mousie's taco.
Yeah.
Booker inspired
We did it.
There it is.
me. Good job.
There it is.
Well played, young squire. Well played.
Very good,
Yes,
Booker.
great.
Very good.
He's the
Very
winner.
good.
You
That
win
was
the
good.
internet today.
That's it. It's all yours.
All right.
Wow.
I stayed away from the turkey a little bit.
Yeah, where did you go?
Oh,
The quail.
Oh, flip.
He went for the quail. Oh.
With the babies.
With the baby quail.
Baby quails.
Well, Booker, have a great gig tonight.
Yeah, have a great day.
Very
too.
much.
Oh, look,
I was
look.
about to say it. Gotta go. But
We're
Oh,
all going.
wait. What's Don got going on there?
Yeah, what's Don
Is
got?
that your mama?
That's mom.
Oh, there you go.
Beautiful.
mom looks great.
Is that
Yes.
her? 100?
Wow.
She is
Wow, that's
Wow.
amazing.
That's the future.
That's some good genes there.
Wow. I can't even see her jeans.
Well, you should. Booker's mom looks great too. And what is she now, Booker? 92?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine's 96. But when people always
Wow.
tell me I have good genes because her sister lived to be 98, I always say, well, I doubt that mom and Aunt Polly ingested as much cocaine as I did in their lifetime. So I feel like some of that's going to be offset. My
No, I think you'll be fine. I think you'll be
100%.
fine. I think you'll be fine. I really do. I think you're going to be okay.
Yeah.
If I eat bacon, I'll be good.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Well,
that's it.
folks, gotta go.
Take care, brother.
Yeah,
Hi,
Booker.
everybody.
Lots of love. Happy
Children of the
Thanksgiving,
Lord,
Booker.
love you.
All right, bye-bye.
Have a great
See
weekend.
you,
everybody.
Take everybody. Take
Thank
care.
you.
All right, bye, everyone.
Well, there you go. All right, kids. I'll see if I don't see you in the future. I'll see you in the pasture.
All right.
You look like you're looking for the way out. Take care, brother. Thanks for stopping in, man. And I'm gonna look for that documentary. We
Yeah,
gotta see that.
definitely. The automat.
Oh man. That
All
will
right.
be-
Well, children of the lawn.
Yes, children of the
Have a
lawn.
great weekend.
Have a great
We're
weekend.
gonna go eat some leftovers that were sent home with us.
Right. And we're just debating on whether or not to return the Tupperware.
No, we weren't. We're gonna.
No, we're going.
And remember, Monday is now Angus and Steve.
All right, Monday with Angus and Steve.
That's right.
You never know what those
And Lori got her CD. Michael, yours is coming tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Lori got hers?
Yes, she did.
Okay.
Okay, so
There you go. So,
have a
like I
great
said,
weekend, children of the lawn.
yes, children of the lawn. And like I said, if I don't see, oh, where is it? There it is. If I don't see you in the future, see you in the pasture.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, kids. See ya. Have a great weekend.